Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is Your Body is an Energy Generating Machine. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a while back, and the world has completely changed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Your body is an energy generating machine. My original training taught that the body is a radio receiver, receiving frequencies and channeling them outwards. Ideally, it's receiving you as consciousness and channeling your energy as your body is uniquely blueprinted for you. Many years later, I came across a Buddhist bodhicitta meditation tape by Pema Chodron, where you breathe in the world's suffering and breathe out compassion. It was the antithesis of my training, which has you clear others' negative energy out of your space and fill it in with a Christ Force gold. But I tried the bodhicitta and I discovered that the body is an energy transmuting machine and an energy generating machine. We have energy centers, chakras, which contain all the information we need to run this body and exist in this reality. And these chakras are engines that can generate energy both throughout the body and into our lives. Even without breathing in the world's suffering, you can sit and focus in your heart, feeling the energy of love within it, and radiate it through your space and outward into the world. I know of a woman at Findhorn who would do this every morning. Imagine what the world would be like if we all did this. So I'm going to stop there because there's a couple different things. Is that one of the things I have noticed over the last few years as we have gone through this consciousness shift is that our physical bodies and the chakra system has upgraded. So back in the 1980s, you can lift the hood of a body energetically and you would see like the equivalent of a gasoline engine. But now if you lift the hood energetically of a body, you've got the insides of either a hybrid or an all-electric vehicle. So I have found that things are not as rigid and precise within my space, and my chakras aren't even defined in that area or as specifically as chakras. And the energy itself in general is more diffuse. So can it still be considered an energy generating machine? It's definitely an energy manifesting machine because we've manifested this physical body. We're in this realm to experience this reality. We wouldn't be experiencing this reality unless we had a body to embody. So there are areas I would say that you can create a conscious connection and it helps you embody into your physical form more completely. But also our bodies have changed so that we can hold a greater energy. So my original training was like, oh, you can only have 10% of yourself in your body. Now it's much, much more. And this lightness, this expansion really disturbs people who are clinging to density or who like the security of density because it can feel very buoyant. And it's no longer a matter of trying to create some kind of concrete structure, but it's learning how to stay centered in this physical form as we are navigating through uncharted waters. Back to the blog. So within us, we have all the information we need to exist. Here we are in a time of economic insecurity and huge upheaval. I'm going to kind of interrupt here too. So think about this, that back in the day, early computers or whatever, is that they were not connected to the cosmic internet. I mean, then we had to plug them into a phone line, so you couldn't use your landline phone because we didn't have cell phones. You had to plug them into a phone line and very slowly information came down. Well, we're all now wirelessly connected and we get instant downloads, so we're not necessarily holding everything in our hard drives. And I will say that we can instantly stream everything we need, not only to survive, but thrive. And our physical forms contain all the biological information on how to contribute to and create life. And we're walking around in these powerful generators. So how could there be any poverty or famine in the world? And I'll interrupt that too. The reason why there's poverty and famine in the world, because this is a world of dichotomy. We're here to experience the opposite of who we are. So we are these magnificent creators, and feeling lack is part of feeling the opposite of who we are. I do have a vision that it would be so simple for us to do away with poverty, famine, things like that. And perhaps we're on a tipping point of creating a world like that. But it's an evolution because as a collective, we got a lot of people who are still enjoying plenty playing in the mud. So I'm going to throw a huge chunk of this out because I'm talking about old chakras. I'll say that some of the core places that it's helpful to connect with, especially when you're new, is to just create a point of consciousness in the lower part of your body, in the pelvis area, and you create a point of consciousness and just let that generate. And then the next place I have people focus is in the center of their head. So you can create another point of consciousness there, let that generate. Create a point of consciousness in your heart. I like to step deep in my heart. I actually find that if you step deeply, it's infinite in there. You just keep going and you're not walking out the other side, but step deep within your heart, create a point of consciousness there. And then in your solar plexus, step deep within that and create a point of consciousness there. And yes, there's your communication and procreation and all that other stuff, but these are the core ones that really bring you into form. And if you take a little meditation time, really it doesn't take any time at all, but just take a little meditation time to line up with those areas. It can completely transform your life. So try doing this every day for a week and see how your world transforms. And if you do this, leave me a comment below and let me know what happens. I love to read your comments. And I think I've been commenting all along how the world has transformed and we're in a whole new era of energy generating. So I just invite you to notice what's different after you do some simple things like that, because it's more profound, more intense, and also more subtle and more miraculous. So if you like these videos, please share them with your family and friends. Also, please click the like button and subscribe, because that way you're telling YouTube to share this far and wide and to get this information out to people who really need it. If you'd like a free consciousness technique, click on the link below to the Skybox technique. It gives you a perspective of your life as consciousness and really gives you information on how to navigate your life. If you want some manifestation techniques, Manifesting Money and Miracles teaches you how to embody vibrations on this new higher level, which can completely change your life. If you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. There you can find out about my private sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. And I can answer any questions that you might have, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to know how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great preparation for my coaching special where I work with you one-on-one and I give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. So you can find out more at my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.